All right, we're here with head baseball coach at Edmonds Woodway, Dan Somoza, and why don't you tell us how's the first two games gone for you so far?
First two games gone pretty good so far. Non-league games. We had one against Meadowdale. The key to both games was the first inning. We scored 3 in the first inning against Meadowdale, and against Shorewood we scored 5. So put the pressure on the other team. Guys came out and played hard. Derek Callahan had like 10 strikeouts the first game against Meadowdale, and we won that one, I believe, 6-2. And then Shorewood, which is a great team along with Meadowdale, came out and scored 5 runs in the first inning, ended up winning 6-3. So Ryan Budnick, first varsity start, did very good. Came out, got the win there, and we're just stressing good defense and throwing strikes, and the guys are doing a good job and hustling. So two good starts, but it's just the beginning. We got one more non-league against Everett, and then the season comes up here quick.
I know there's a lot of hype around Callahan going to Gonzaga next year, and then I've heard a little bit about Budnick too. So it sounds like your starting pitching is pretty strong. What would you say as a head coach is the strongest aspect of your guys' team?
I think the strongest aspect of our team, number one, is our team chemistry. I think we got a bunch of good guys that love baseball this year that want to play hard, and we just tell them have a good attitude and bring your effort. Those are things you can control. And also, aside from Callahan, even Austin Jones, Bubba hitting, is our infield. I think we got a really solid infield. We have a second baseman, sophomore, and Alex Hole, and Ben Roque as a shortstop junior, and then Pat over at third base, Bernard. So young infield, but I think that's one of our strong points this year. So,
looking around the league, I know that there's new changes this season in the split between 3A and 4A. Who are you looking that is going to be your toughest competition this year?
Well, we play each team 4 times this year, so it's a little bit different. So we have Jackson, who is always one of the top teams around the state of Washington. They're loaded with talent this year. They got a lefty throwing pretty hard, Keel, and then a big righty throwing in the 90s. So should be pretty interesting with them. And Kamiak's always loaded, so they're going to be tough. Cascade, new to our league this year, so they're going to be 4A. We play them 4 times, so they're going to be pretty good too. And then Mariner, they're getting better every year, so it's going to be a tough league this year. But the nice thing is we have 2 games at the beginning, and then we play 2 times later. So our goal is to improve every single game and learn from that. So it should be an interesting league. Playing 4 times, we've never done this. So,
how is the distribution of class on the varsity squad this year from freshman to senior?
We only have 3 seniors out of our 16 players, and I think we have 2 freshmen, and then the rest are sophomores and juniors. So we're a very young team this year. So we only returned 3 or 4 starters from last year. So, but I see a lot of energy and a lot of guys that are hungry. So even though it's a young team, we expect big things from them. So
who are some of the, obviously Callahan's probably one of the big guys that you're looking to step up in terms of leadership. Who are some of the other players that you're kind of looking to?
Another player is Austin Jones. He's a senior. The guy can flat out hit. So he's got a lot of colleges after him. He's got plus power. And him and Callahan have been here, 3 years on varsity, and I expect those 2 to really be the core and the anchor of our group and keep the guys going and motivating them. So, and I also told the younger guys, a guy like Alex Hole, a sophomore, Patrick Bernard, Ryan Budnick, they need to step up too and be a leader if you're a senior or not. So we'll see what happens.
You talked about chemistry. What are some of the things that you think can be contributing to that as far as how you prepare at practice and how you go into the games?
I think chemistry really is an attitude, and I think that starts with hustle. So in practice we stress hustling, backing up every single play. And you see people working for you, it makes you want to work harder, and knowing that everybody's got each other's back. And team chemistry, like to do a lot of competitions, and I see competitions bring guys together, and I think that's a great part of team chemistry. And also too, we're just trying to do just teamwork stuff, either be bowling or going out there and just doing stuff as a team, eating together. So it's going to be a fun year, and the more they play in the games, the more energy they show. That's the stuff I'm looking for.
Cool. You talked about earlier, just with me, about the field conditions. How are you guys dealing with that right now?
Yeah, this year we call ourselves the Road Warriors, literally, because as of now, we're not going to play any home games at Edmonds Woodway because drainage issues in the outfield. So our outfield's unplayable. It's all mud and water, And on top of that, it's raining a lot, so most of our games are going to be at Terrace, our home games, and Shorecrest. So it's been a challenge for us because we don't know when we're practicing. Our athletic directors are working very hard for us, so we practice at 6:30 sometimes till 8 in Shorecrest. So we're always moving around everywhere. So it's a good little adversity for our team here. It's a little different not playing at home or even practicing here, but I think it'll bring us closer together, and we can control the things we can control, and we can't control the field. So hopefully the district gets the field up and ready, and so we can start playing home games again.